Hey guys, it's TheFrXion here, or Tiger Tank 12, however you call me, I don't really care. Welcome back to World of Tanks. We're talking today about the Battle Pass special, the Judgment Day, and yes, it is themed in Terminator style. I'm not even sure, it's Terminator 2 themed. That's what they say right here, and I wanted to talk about the main points. I don't want to make this video too long, because I just wanted to give you my opinion on the Battle Pass Judgment Day, because I think there are quite a few things that are a bit, well, weird in this Battle Pass. So, first and foremost, the Battle Pass, the Premium Pass, will cost you 3,500 gold, and you have 50 stages. Now, you have about 14 days to finish this Battle Pass, so you do have to really put quite a shift into it, because in the end it's going to cost you quite a lot of points, and that means a lot of time that you have to spend in this game to be able to get the T832. It's not impossible, but it will take a bit of a grind. You have 4 commanders that you can unlock, but there is a little asterisk there because 2 of them you actually have to buy. I'm going to talk about that later, because I'm not entirely sure if this is really the case, that you have to buy them, or if they maybe drop them in a different mission during the event. But right now I think the only way to get Sarah Connor and the T1000 as commanders, you'll actually have to buy them. So let's go down here. You know how to unlock the Battle Pass. It's the exact same system we've been using the years prior. And yeah, dailies are going to be really important for this event. Now, when you have the opportunity to get the T832 and you reach level 50 of the Battle Pass, you can also spend 3,500 gold to buy the Improved Pass, which will give you the T832. Now, what is the T832? That is a T32 that they are selling as a premium vehicle with a Terminator 2 theme kind of style. And it's basically the premium T32 that has been around the game files for a while now. It's called the T32M, and I think it's almost identical to the T32. I looked at the stats, and I think it's 1-to-1 the same kind of vehicle, except for the style. So let's take a look. The Battle Pass special, these are all of the things that are inside of the Battle Pass. You have in the base rewards, you have the T800, you have John Connor, you have the improved gun aiming device, or not gun aiming device, but the improved accuracy device. You get a few styles and 1,000 bonds. The 1,000 bonds and probably the 2 commanders are going to be the most interesting parts of this Battle Pass in the base reward. And if you have the improved rewards, you get more styles, you get the T832 and basically some boosters and a few of the universal fragments. That's all you get. You don't get Sarah Connor, and you don't get the T1000, which is a bit of an issue in my opinion, because these 2 you actually get by buying 2 separate bundles. One bundle you pay 5,000 gold for. With Sarah Connor you get like decals, you get some styles, and you get personal reserves, but you still pay 5,000 gold for one commander. Then 3,000 gold for the T1000 and missions. Why missions? You don't get these things, the bonds, the crew books, and the 25 missions for 5 times experience. You don't get them immediately. You get them by doing missions, because Wargaming did tell us they will never sell bonds for gold, because if you buy them outright, you get 500 bonds as well, but it only works if you do the missions. So bonds only available if you do the missions. So it's kind of an indirect way for you to buy the bonds. Yeah, that's a bit of a sucky part, because that's 8,000 gold for 2 commanders and some goodies. That's not worth it. That's the price of a tier 8 vehicle, in my opinion. I would not touch that with... I wouldn't go anywhere near it. That's just one of the ways Wargaming is trying to get the gold out of your hands again after you've paid them so much money. They want to take the gold away again. In my opinion, not worth it. So let's talk about the T832. This is the T32 with the Terminator style, and it looks really cool. I gotta admit, look at the pictures, it looks really cool. You know, there's the all black, and you have like destroyed, I don't know, like details on the vehicle, and then you have right next on the right side of the turret, you have like the chrome, the metallic color and the red eye, and it looks really, really cool. Gotta hand it to them. Styles are always amazing. Now, on the other hand, though, the tank is just a T-32. Everything is identical. You have the same average damage, the same penetration, the same hit points, the same top speed. You have the same shell types, 10 degrees of gun depression. You have basically everything the same, just in a different paint style. And it's a premium version, so it's going to make more money. Now, this is not a bad tank. The T-32 is not a horrible tank, but it's also not a very good tank. The T-32 is just a vehicle at, well, tier 8 that doesn't have a very special flair to it. It actually has very good turret armor, and the hull armor is quite good as well because of the angling. But other than that, the T-32 isn't too special. The 105mm gun doesn't have the best alpha, doesn't have the best penetration. The rate of fire is also quite low. But if you're a big Terminator fan, excuse me, Transformer, well, this is probably the only tank that will come out with a style. So this is probably the only way for you to get something that is with that essence, that has like the style of the Terminator movies. So why the hell not? If you're a fan of it, get it. But at the same time, you know, I understand the players don't want tanks that are bad. But at the same time, if Wargaming release only overpowered tanks, we're going to be complaining. So there's basically no one winning. Nobody is ever going to win with premium tanks that are being released because, well, we're going to be reviewing some of the tanks and we're just going to say, well, it's not very good, don't buy it. But when the tank comes out and it's extremely good, we're going to all say, well, it's great, go buy it. But at the same time, we're kind of moaning about that it's not balanced. This is a balanced tank, so I think I don't have a problem with it being sold, and I think it's quite nice to have like a style for that. But I would have much rather maybe seen a style just for the T-32. Don't need to bring it out as a premium tank again, but I mean, it's Wargaming's own prerogative to do what they want, so it's fine. Then there are two styles that I want to talk about real fast before I end the video. The one style is the mimetic polyalloy 2D style, and I think the idea behind it is really cool because if you've watched the movies, you know that the liquid metal kind of, it pulls itself together and apart. If somebody shoots it, kind of it regenerates itself, and that's how these T1000s, T800s are able to kind of always survive everything, because only a little part needs to survive and it can just rebuild itself completely. The issue is just it doesn't really look really good on the World of Tanks vehicles in a 2D style. It is a 3D effect that doesn't work very well in 2D kind of plane, and that's why I think it looks really bad. What I much rather like is the Skynet Bastion 2D style, because that one looks really neat. You also get like different marks of excellence for the gun, and I think it looks really nice with the chrome, because even the tracks are like chrome white, or like the chrome metallic color. Well, yeah, that basically wraps it up. It's a little event. It's the first event, and I think it's fine for Terminator fans. This is probably a highlight. This is really nice. If you were a fan of Arnie, you're gonna like this one as well, probably. For me personally, it's a pass, and I'm fine with that. But yeah, tell me what you guys think about this pass, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Until then, have a good one.